Hey house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother 19 updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day, I'm gonna apologize ahead of time. Marie France Pecan Lepore? Guys, don't make fun of me. I'm so sorry, I tried. Thank you so much for your support. Please, if I insulted you, I'm so sorry. If you want to leave the correct way to say your name in the comments, I would love to know. Again, I'm so sorry, but we so appreciate the support, and if you guys again want me to butcher your name, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. All right, so let's talk about what's going on in the house. My face feels so hot right now. Everyone's getting really tired of Matt and Raven. They're loud, they're annoying, they're messy, and they're constantly banging in the Rose bedroom, and now that everybody's aware of it, it's all they can talk about. So Josh decides to inspect the Rose bedroom, and he opens, well, Kevin was like, oh man, what is he in there sniffing their sheets? Ah! So then Josh opens the drawer next to their bed and finds condoms. And he's just like, oh my God, he's freaking out. Paul, Jason, and Alex all running behind him, and look, they're all freaking out. And it's not just like a closed box. Like, there are some out of the packaging in the drawer. So they're like, oh my God, are those used? So then Kevin goes in to see it for himself, and he's like, doesn't look like they're filled. Guess they're not used. Gross! Oh my God, it's so gross, but I guess that's good news. They were speculating that maybe they were there from earlier on in the season when people were like blowing them up as balloons, and maybe that's why they're in there. Like, they know that they're banging, but they're like, maybe that's what they're from. Oh my God, I swear, if he put freaking used condoms in a public drawer, that is so wrong. But anyway, they're all laughing about it, but they also can't believe that these people are doing it on the feeds. And Jason's like, well, I'd be going apeshit if I was single in here. Okay, moving on. I gotta just wipe that from my memory. Josh and Christmas were up in the HOH room, and Josh is like, you know what? I want a freaking gun for this HOH and take the shot at Alex and Jason. Because earlier in the week, Paul, Josh, and Christmas were like, you know what? It would be ideal for Matt or Raven to win this HOH, because then they wouldn't have to get the blood on their hands going after Jason. But then, you know, as the week went on, they were getting really annoyed with Matt and Raven. They were starting to feel a little bit uneasy about them. Maybe they can't trust them as much as they thought before. So now Josh is like, I feel like I need to win this, but I don't know if that's the smartest move. Like, can we trust Matt and Raven? What do we do here? He's thinking it might be too early for one of them to take the shot at Alex and Jason, as in himself or Paul, because Christmas can't play. Okay, Helen. But Christmas is like, no, like, we're gonna take out Jason first, and it's not stupid if you go for it, because we can't fully trust Matt and Raven right now. You know, we haven't seen them really in power, so who knows what they're gonna do. They could be total wild cards. They could flip on us in a second. We don't know. So you should go for that HOH. So then, you know, they're planning on getting rid of Jason first if they win. And they're thinking still that Alex will work with them if Jason goes. Do you really think that Alex is going to work with you if you're the ones to get rid of Jason? Okay, I could kind of see it before if it was Matt and Raven as HOH and getting rid of Jason. I think Alex would still be pissed that they voted him out. But at the same time, I think there was a chance that maybe she would still work with them because she wouldn't really have anybody else. But if they are the ones who take out Jason as the HOH, I don't see how Alex could want to work with them. Like, what? I see her freaking lone wolfing it over working with them. I don't know. Call me crazy, but that's what I'm seeing. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. So then they're talking about they've been noticing Kevin and Matt talking a lot more, and they don't like that. They say it's sketchy AF. I know, I find it really hard to believe that Matt and Kevin are talking game. I find it hard to believe that they're even talking at all. I feel like they're just in the same room and maybe somebody like burps or something and they see it on the spy screen and they're like, oh my God, they just opened their mouths, they're talking, but it was really just like a burp or a sneeze or something, because I don't see them talking, especially since Kevin freaking can't stand Matt and Raven, and they're worried that Kevin is gonna work with Matt and Raven once Jason is gone. doubtful. But they agree, for this reason especially, Matt is gonna have to go right after Jason, because they don't want anything like that happening. They don't want any potential groups forming. So their pecking order as of right now is obviously Mark this week, then Jason, then Matt, and then Alex. Alright, so Josh is feeling very confident right now. He's like, we're in the best position ever. We're right in the middle. Paul set this up. He's a genius, blah, blah, blah. Did he forget that, like, Alex and Jason are really good at competitions and he's not? How crazy would it get if, like, Josh won this next HOH and he went after Alex and Jason and then they won the veto and, like, we're totally pissed at him? It'd be nuts. So anyway, Paul, Jason, Alex, Kevin, and Mark were in the money bedroom, and guess what they were talking about? They took a break from Matt and Raven for a little while. Cody. Of course, I feel like I've turned on the feed so many times and they're just like, I'm really bored. What do you think Cody's doing right now? Like, they can't stop talking about him, and I get it to a point because, like, what else are they gonna freaking talk about? You know, this is what they know right now. So Mark was getting pretty annoyed that they keep bashing Cody and he's not there to defend himself because Cody is his friend. So he and Paul were like kind of getting into it, going back and forth a little bit, raising their voices a bit. So then Matt and Raven hear this and they sniff it out and they're like, oh man, they're bashing Cody, let's go. So they go in the room and Raven starts bashing Cody and Matt's just like, yeah, yeah. So Raven's gotta talk about Cody's pee-pee all the time. And she's like, oh, he came on to me in the beginning of the game, but I told him no. I turned him down because he doesn't have personality. Matt? let's not talk about personalities here. But anyway, she says that she turned him down, and she's still claiming that Cody said that she's useless because she cannot have children. Oh my god. No, I seriously doubt that he said that, because that's really effed up, even for Cody to say. So then she's like, I hope his dick falls off and his name doesn't carry on. And everyone's just sitting there after she says that like, like, whoa, girl, rein it in. Okay, so they're there for a little while longer. Eventually Matt and Raven leave, but this conversation continues. They're still talking about Cody. And again, Paul and Mark are getting a little bit heated. Paul's like, I don't understand why you're defending this person. So the others start telling Mark how Cody ruined his game for him. He threw Mark and Dominique under the bus on his way out the first time he was evicted, and he's still, you know, dealing with the consequences from that. He's getting evicted this week, largely because of his association with Cody. So then Mark is like, well, I don't think Cody's a shitty person in real life, you know, I don't get why you're attacking every little thing he did in the game. And Alex says, he ate all my cereal, that was personal. Enough of the damn cereal, okay? Take your cereal and your soda and get out. So then Paul was like, I've done nothing to him but beat him in the game, but he's been mean and nasty to me. What? Are we watching the same show? Because I've seen it both ways. So Paul is incredulous that Mark is defending Cody, and he's like, especially since you say that you stand up to bullying. Did Paul forget about all the bullying he has encouraged this season? But he says, I feel like you're insulting my judgment right now, and it's making me upset. So this went on for a really long time, this discussion. It was like the same stuff over and over again. Again, I see both sides of this argument. Obviously, Mark is very upset that they're talking about his friend and he's not here to defend himself. And he feels like Paul's kind of being a hypocrite. Yeah. But at the same time, Cody was a lot, okay? He did some messed up stuff while he was in the house. It's chill town, just kidding. But Cody should not have been threatening people's lives outside of this game, saying he was gonna ruin their lives and all that shit. He should not have been making personal attacks on people like Josh's weight and stuff. That's not cool. So I see both sides of this, whatever. So then the conversation turns to Matt and Raven. Mark is like, those two really freaking piss me off because they're talking all this shit on Cody, but they were so freaking far up his butt in the beginning of this game. And he says Raven was always talking crap about Alex with Jess. She was part of hiding the cat ears and dumping out the coke. Oh shit! So Mark is really helping out Paul here because he's definitely making Alex want to go after Matt and Raven. So he's really helping pit the two against each other. But Mark is like, yeah, Raven was in on everything. They suck. Okay, so then Paul and Alex go up to the HOH room for retells. They're telling Josh and Christmas what happened, blah, blah, blah. They all think Mark is a loser. They're also pissed because they see that Mark and Kevin are talking in the kitchen. Okay. They're also really weirded out how Matt and Raven like busted in on that discussion when they heard Ray's voices, and then they just like started bashing Cody and then left. Like, it was just really weird. They didn't like it. Okay, so then later, Kevin was venting to Jason, first in the storage room and then in the money bedroom. He's ticked right now that Mark was saying that he has his vote this week, and now people are like questioning him about it. He's like, seriously, I never promised Mark my vote. I'm pissed that people aren't totally trusting me. Alex. He's like, why would Alex not trust me? That's BS. He says he always voted with the group. Maury did the lie detector test, and he said that was a lie. Seriously though, I mean, Kevin has lied about his votes in the past. But Jason is trying to keep Kevin calm. He's like, it's gonna be okay, man. Don't worry about it. Don't freak out. So Kevin's like, whatever, I just can't wait to get rid of freaking Matt and Raven. He can't stand them. So Jason agrees he would much rather have Mark in this house than Matt, but they gotta get rid of Mark this week. That's just how it is. So Jason is bringing up some concerns for next week. He's really worried that he and Alex are gonna be in trouble if Matt or Raven win this next HOH competition. At least Jason's freaking woke. I feel like Alex's head is in the clouds. She doesn't know what's going on. Matt and Raven are going to come after you hard if they win HOH, because that's what Paul told them to do. So Kevin is like, don't worry, I will never vote you out if you're up on the block. Can't say that for everybody. All right, so then later, some serious shenanigans going on in the house. Big Brother, woof, they must be getting sick of these people with all their freaking wrestling and stuff. I think Jason cut Alex with the pizza slicer by accident. And then Josh, Jason, and Paul all decided to do the cinnamon challenge. So everybody was watching in the kitchen. Big Brother tried to stop them, but no. Luckily, they all survived. But the worst part was Matt and Raven's reactions. Because it was over the top, as usual. It wasn't that funny. Okay, so then, later on in the evening, Christmas was pretty emotional last night. She was alone in the HOH room listening to her music, and then she just starts, like, crying her eyes out. Why? What's wrong? Ugh. So then she starts studying the days out loud to try and, like, stop the tears, and yeah, she was just, like, really emotional last night. So we'll come back to that. But Mark, let's talk about him. He is not giving up yet. It's not looking good, but he made a really, really quick pitch to Alex in front of the memory wall. He was like, look, Alex, if you vote out Matt this week, it could be me, you, Jason, Kevin, and Paul, all against Christmas, Josh, and Raven. It'd be beautiful. Just sleep on it. And Alex is like, no. She was literally laughing. She was just like, Mark, you're so funny. She says she can't fault him for trying, but no. Good effort. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Okay, so then Josh and Christmas were up in the HOH room again. Christmas was crying a bit more. She's frustrated about her injury. You know, she hoped that she'd be walking by now. She's frustrated about the game. I think the pressure's really getting to her. And Josh was giving her a pep talk. He's pumping her up. He's like, even though you're injured, all the competitions that you've played in, you've done really well. So you should be proud of that, blah, blah, blah. We're in a great spot, whatever. They go over the game plan again. It's the same stuff. So then today, nothing interesting before that HOH lockdown. And then after, nothing interesting. No. Alex was really pissed that somebody drank the rest of the Coke. She only got 2 glasses out of that bottle. Nobody cares! Paul was giving out haircuts. The guys were shaving their armpits. Whatever. But we find out that tonight's HOH competition will be on the live feeds. I guess it's going to be an endurance. So sounds like the advantage will be for Jason and Alex here, because I think they're going to fare much better than like Matt and Raven would. And Josh is going to be going hard for it, but Josh endurance? I don't know. We'll see. But let me know what you guys would like to happen in the comments. Who are you rooting for in this next HOH? And until tomorrow, much love.